Thank you very much for that very warm introduction, and thank you very much for this welcome that you have given me. It is always a pleasure to come back to school. It is always a pleasure mixed with fear, because you have to be here at least 5 minutes before the school bell rings. Otherwise there will be a school pupil leader who will make you run 5 times around the ground, and they will note what time you came in, and then they will call your parent and tell them that you have been late. It is with great joy that I see Soundra Miss in the audience, because to me she is the one link from the time that I was a student in this school. But there are several others with whom I have a very good friendship and acquaintance. There is Neena Miss, who taught piano. There is Mrs. Elizabeth George, Shobana Ramkumar Miss, Prema Raghunath, and so many others whom I realize that they are familiar, but I don't know their names because I have not had the privilege of being taught by them or having my children being taught by them. My sons, both my sons, studied in this school as well. When I saw my photograph being put up, and they were very kind, that photograph is at least 30 years old. And I realized how old I am now, because I'm now going to be 60 this year. And it must have been 57 years ago that I came into the school. The school campus looked very big at that time to me. I was a very protected child, so coming to school itself was something of a great terror. To leave the very warm confines of home and to be thrown. The home was just 5 minutes away. Even if I had crawled, I would have reached in 10 minutes. But still, it was a terrifying experience to come to school on the first day. But it is in Vidya Mandir that I learned much of what I do today. People talk about what I do in history. People talk about what I do by way of public speaking, heritage walk, music, being involved with the music academy. Everything was nurtured in Vidya Mandir. Vidya Mandir was a still is a very unique institution. I don't think there can be another school of this kind. When I came here, I saw that while the photographs of the founders are there, there are sketches of the founders on the screen. So, we always do things a little differently. Zara hatke, as they say in Hindi. And they said Nagalingam, so in my very conventional, brain, I thought to myself, okay, 250th year of Muthuswami Dikshitar. So no wonder, the tribute is for the Nagalingam Maram in the school. So the school is always a little different in the way it thinks. It encourages students to think differently. My first appearance on the stage was not a good one. I was along with, in those days, or I'm sure even today, every student of every class has to get onto stage. You don't have a choice in this school. There is no question of being told that everybody has to get onto stage. So I was in lower KG, I was brought onto stage. Everybody sang and danced. I was the only one who cried right through the 5 minutes that we had to be on stage. I started weeping the moment we were put there. I finished weeping only when we were taken out of stage. And from there, to become a person who is practically hugging the mic 24/7 and speaking all the time and waiting for invitations to be showered on me so that I can go and share my wisdom, I think this school was the school that made it possible. You won't believe it. Before every public speaking engagement, I had to go to the toilet. I used to be that nervous about it. Even now I get very nervous, there is no doubt. But I have learned how to control it. So Vidya Mandir was responsible because they were teaching me music at home. I was very shy and I would not sing in public. But there was a teacher called Geeta Miss in this school. No, we won't know her at all because she had a very short tenure here. And she heard me sing in the first standard at lunch break and took me to the ladies' staff room and made me stand on a, because I was that tiny, so made me stand on a bench and said, in the paadradhu ellarum kelungo. So I had to sing, and the school teachers heard that first impromptu performance, and that is how I gradually lost my fear of being on stage. Thereafter, every year you had to come onto stage to perform something or the other. And this was a very nutty school in some ways. Examinations will be round the corner and they will say, Vango, Vango, school day vandindrukke, ellaru rehearsal ku pogalam. So what the hell, I mean, exams are coming. And first of all, this was that mad school where there were no exams till 5th standard. In Vidya Mandir language, that and all not there. This that and all not there, but that and all what there, that and all not there. So no examinations till 5th standard. You had no idea what an examination was. But at the correct stage, they introduced the examination to you. And before the exam, there will be a speech by the principal. And all of them have done it. Tara Miss has done it. Alamelu Gopalan has done it. Bhavani Miss has done it, because I have heard my children come and Parvalama exam da, adilella onnu mark paangata ella parvalla. School headmistress telling you, parvalla, exam done. And then I tell you, look, life is a bigger challenge, you know. You have to perform well in life. So don't be afraid of this examination. And then you'll go and tell them, you know, my son is not doing well in math. It's okay. He will do well overall. Don't you worry about it. This is the way they got rid of fear. And I have myself been privy in the 5th standard of a group of 10th standard teachers correcting examination papers internally. And then suddenly one child had obviously failed or something. And Soundra Miss telling Alamelu Miss, Adu paravaladi Alamelu, our tata sethu poi 3 naal artha arudha avan exam la seriya pannirukka maatan, avan pass mark potu. So this is how they knew everybody. They knew everybody's parents. The school teachers were like our parents. And this was something, so we came to a world of great comfort, great security. There was, today, you know, we talk about all these things. Vidya Mandir discovered all this long before it became necessary to discover it. This safety for children, the teachers being involved in your life. They come home if there is something, they find out if something is wrong. So this was how we grew up. And we came to love this institution. And because we did not have any fear, we came to realize that we could think differently. And we could look at different horizons. We were not conventional thinkers. We were not advised to be conventional. Nobody told us that you have to score marks, 100 marks in everything. I was pathetic in sports. Before every sports class, I had to go to the toilet. My digestion was very active, as you can see. Before every music class, I had to go to the loo. Before every sports class, I had to go to the loo. And I was pathetic in sports. 0, minus. But the teacher said, it's okay. You just get along with it. You are not gifted in it. So there was no complex of any kind that, you know, you are stupid, you are a dolt, you are not going to do well in life. This kind of words never came from Vidya Mandir teachers. So we all knew that we were blessed in some way and that we will make our journey and we will come out and we will be good individuals. Above all, I think the school taught us how to appreciate being Indian. That was very important in the school. You celebrated every aspect of Indianness. It was not just a question of one direction in which we went. It's very fashionable these days to say that Vidya Mandir is an example of unidirectional thinking. It is completely wrong in my view. We were taught, and I'm sure every student is even now taught, to embrace the plurality of Indian culture. That is so typical of this institution. We were taught to accept and we were taught to celebrate how Indian culture has evolved over the years. And I think that again was a major contribution. You will go to anywhere in the world, you will find Vidya Mandir people are involved in some cultural institution or the other, and they are developing it and they are encouraging it. Today we talk about soft skills. We talk about emotional quotient. We don't talk about IQ. Nobody talked about IQ in Vidya Mandir. They all only taught us soft skills and EQ. You had to be empathetic. You had to learn to appreciate. You had to be positive. And that is how we grew up. And I am very happy that so many of us are today contributing to the world entirely because of this institution and the sacrifices that the teachers made in order to make us great individuals. I think there is no value that can be said to that. Long before government declared holiday for rainy day, Vidya Mandir used to declare holiday for rainy day. ஒரே ஒரு கிளவுட் மேலே வந்தால் போகிறோம் அன்றைக்கி ஸ்கூல் கிடையாது அப்படின்னு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். அண்ட் அன்றைக்கி ஸ்கூலுக்கு வந்தால் கூட we make votes and let it in the puddle, all old answer sheets and all. You will discover what mark your Anna got, because suddenly you will find his paper is given to you and you will make a boat out of it or a cap out of it. I'm always preparing for school day. School day was something that we prepared for 365 and the quarter days 24/7. That was the only examination that we had to pass. So on that happy note, I would like to conclude my address just by saying that I don't know what advice to give, because you are living in the middle of practical advice on a daily basis. You are experiencing it on a daily basis. And you are, without knowing it, growing up to be bigger and better individuals. Yours is a great institution, and when I look at all these children, I'm filled with joy because you are all the future. Among you will be Nobel laureates, among you will be defense officers, among you will be government bureaucrats of senior quality, educationists, administrators, musicians. I'm sure thinkers, people who will change society. I'm sure all of you are here, and someday you will all rise up to your true level and show what you are capable of. Apart from the first 5 rows, you are all younger than me. So I will say, God bless all of you. May she shower her blessings on all of you, and may she ensure that you all rise up to your full potential with full mental and physical health throughout your long life. Thank you very much.